Okay, guys, so we're finally kind of at the end of, a day in the life of Sarah Moore, and we're at my humble abode. This is my house. Lived here my whole life. I've never even moved before. 18 years I've lived here, so it's very important to me. And come on inside, kind of finish up. There's no one home right now because my parents have wives and I really don't, so it's cool. Here's my puppy Toby. Here's my baby boy. Yes, he is. Say hi, Toby. Say, put my sister on MTV. Right? That's what you're saying? Okay. And this is my living room. And see, oh, I have an idea. Come here. This is my senior picture. I'm proud. I love this picture because I just love it. I think it came out well, and you can't see my body, which is always nice. But and here's my room. It's remember when she asked me my favorite color, and I said teal. Well, I wasn't kidding. It really is teal. So yeah, this is my room. So now you've kind of seen, what I do most of my days and who I like to hang out with and where I like to go and all my good friends. I throw my phone out there. So now I'm kind of going to talk about, the side that most people don't really get to see of me, which is, I haven't really talked much about my weight, and that's honestly because in a day-to-day basis, I don't talk about my weight. That's not something that I do with people. Most people, I didn't even tell them that I was auditioning for the show. Not that I'm ashamed of it, because, if I'm selected, I'm going to be so stoked, it's ridiculous. But it's not, something that I really ever talk about with people. Most people, if you were to be like, hey, how does Sarah Moore feel about her weight? Is she insecure about it? They'd probably scratch their heads and be like, I don't know. She just doesn't really bring it up. But I'm a very prideful person, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something I don't like to talk about. So, the things I'm about to tell you are kind of personal, and not a lot of people get to hear them. So, congratulations, MTV. Like the way I'm sitting, I naturally keep pillows over my lap because that's just how I like to sit. But I'm gonna let it all hang out today. So how's it going? So just to go back and tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Sarah Moore. I'm 18 years old. I live in Melbourne, Florida, which is right by the coast, Space Coast, and it's actually close to like Cape Canaveral where the shuttles go up. I am 5'8.5", fairly tall for my age, and I am 245 pounds right now. I want to be on the show because I've been a big girl my whole life. Not only am I heavy, but I'm a big girl, where some girls are short and kind of heavy. Like, it's still not that weird. Like, I'm a big girl in general, all around. So it's even more insecure for me personally. I have one brother that I lived with growing up, and my two parents. So it was just me and my brother, and then my parents. And we're all kind of overweight, but a few years ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago, my mom decided that she was just going to lose weight, and she was just going to do it, and that's all there was to it. And she went on a diet, and she never cheated, and she lost probably 40 pounds, and she's a really petite person. She's very short. So 40 pounds for her was quite a bit. And she just, I don't know, like, she kind of expected that out of me. Like, I was young, and she was like, oh, well, you're just going to have to lose weight too, Sarah. And so she's kind of ridden my tail ever since then. But, I don't really know what else to talk about.
How does your weight affect your high school experience?
That's a good question. Okay, so I talked about prom earlier. That's the most recent thing. Like, it's actually kind of been driving me nuts, and the show came in at an interesting time. Prom is coming up. Prom is like a month away, and I really want to go. It's my senior year. But the problem is, this goes with my dating life too. I don't really have much of a dating life because, I don't know, I feel like it's because I'm a big girl. It might just be because I'm annoying. I'm not really sure. But I feel like my weight just kind of stops me from getting to have relationships with guys, and they're kind of intimidated by my size, and I have a personality to match. So they just, I don't know. So I was going to ask my best friend Damien, because he's my best friend and he'd go with me. But, I mean, if you guys need to rewind the video to look at Damien, like, he's really skinny. Like, he literally weighs half of what I do. He probably weighs about 120. So, it's weird. And trying to find a dress that fits me, every single dance I've gone to, I've had to wear a black dress. Because they just don't make dresses in my size that are just the cute ones. Like, big girls know what I'm saying. I'm just shopping. And, like, that goes along with even shopping. I have to go to Orlando, which is an hour away, the Orlando Mall, to find clothes that fit me in the plus-size store Torrid, because we don't have a Torrid here. We don't have plus-size stores in Melbourne. So for me to find clothes that fit me is, like, amazing, because it's so frustrating and so exhausting to have to travel to Orlando just to find cute clothes that fit when, you know, my best friends can go to the mall any other day and find all the cutest dresses they want, and, like, I can't find a dress that's a pretty color that fits. And then when I do, I have to worry about how much smaller the guy is I want to go with. And it just kind of adds to all the stress. So, what else? Help me out. Sorry, guys. I'm freezing a little bit.
Why do you want to lose weight before college?
Well, I mean, who doesn't want to lose weight before college? But it's more of, I feel like I'm this really great person. And it sounds really arrogant. This is kind of uncomfortable to say out loud. But I feel like I'm a really funny person. Like, in my group of friends, I'm usually the dominant one. I'm friends with a lot of dominant personalities and people. But I'm very, like, I want to go do this, let's go do that. I'm just a dominant personality, and I don't know. I don't have one big group of friends that I hang out with. I just kind of have different people I hang out with. And I forgot the whole point of this question, actually.
I have another question.
Why do I want to lose weight before college? Because I want to be the real me. I feel like that's the only thing holding me back from being the best person I can be, is every time a new guy walks in the room, instead of just, even if I don't like him, even if I'm not attracted to him, I instantly shrink. Like, I just kind of shrink away, because I'm like, oh, he's going to look at me and think big girl. That's my label, is just the big girl. But, yeah, another question?
How does your weight affect what you do or who you're friends with? And how you judge others around you?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, for once, I don't want my classifier to be, like, the big girl or the chunky girl, which I know it is. Like, if you don't really know me and you're like, oh, that's Sarah girl, like, I know the person's gonna be like, oh, the big girl, like, she's kind of bigger, she's kind of chunky, and I don't want that to be my classifier anymore. I feel like that's been my label my whole life, and before I go off to college, I want a new label. I want people to know me for, you know, the smart girl or even the annoying girl. I don't care. I just don't want it to have to do with my size for once. And, like, I'm a big girl, kind of, yeah, this shirt's kind of poofy and it makes me look even bigger. And, like, the top of my pants, you see, they're elastic because pants just don't fit me right, so I have to find elastic top pants, and it's just annoying, and I don't want to do it anymore. And I feel like MTV, I have the dedication, but to be perfectly honest, like, I need someone who's going to take me to the gym, put me on TV so that my pride's on the line. I already said I'm a proud person. My pride's on the line, my self-respect is on the line. I need someone who's going to put me on TV, take me to the gym, and kick my ass. Sorry for the language, and be like, you're going to do this, and I can do it, and I want to do it, and I know that I'm capable. I aim to succeed. So, I mean, that's just what it is. So, MTV, I hope you pick me. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I do, and enjoyed meeting all my friends, and I hope you pick me.